Dear ANA community, what is Ikigai? A Japanese word which is considered to be a reason for being. What is its significance as far as Ayurveda practitioner? Let us discuss this in this particular video. Go through this particular video completely and try to identify your Ikigai based on these particular parameters. Of course, this is an outline itself. So you have to work on that particular part so that you can develop your own unique, what do you say, that the unique skill, or what we can say USP, develop your own USP so that you can have the faster growth in the short possible time. Hello, welcome to any community. In this particular video, we are going to discuss the concept of Ikigai and the application of this in Ayurveda sector. Actually, Ikigai is a Japanese word. Its meaning is a reason for being. So the thing is, this particular Ikigai concept is actually based on 4 different circles, wherein those 4 circles are what you actually love to do and what you are good at, any particular skills you are good at, and what you can be paid for, and what the world needs. When all these 4 circles meet at a point, so that will become your Ikigai. So that will be becoming your reason for being in this particular world. So whenever if you are looking into those any 2 circles, they are meeting together, there may be a possibility of passion, wherein what you love and what you are good at, they are coming together, and what you are good at and what you can be paid for, that becomes your profession, and what you are paid for and what the world needs becomes your vocation, and what you love and what the world needs, so that together becomes your mission. When all these 4 join together, that becomes your Ikigai. When your mission, when your passion, when your profession, and when your vocation, they align together, so that will become your Ikigai. So when you think about the each and every aspect, what you are loving, there may be different ways wherein you are going to be with the nature, probably in the sense you are going to create a field which is having the abundance of medicinal plants. So, or otherwise, you may be interested in interacting with the people, and you may be loving to do the technology learnings or updated technology learnings, or you are loving to do administration, or you are loving to do business, or you are traveling, or you are loving to do cooking, or you are loving to do teaching. When you think about the further, you can narrow it even this particular one particular point itself. In this particular occasion, interacting with the people, if you love, further that can be minimized into the public speaking. So that means you are going to interact with a large number of people. You are loving to do, or you are loving to interact with the elderly people, which may require a different set of the questions or different set of the vocabularies. And you are going to interact with the young people or mid-aged people, 30 to 50 years or so, that will require different sets of the vocabularies. Or you are going to interact with the adolescents, that is teenaged people. Or you are going to interact with the women of a reproductive age group that requires specific vocabularies. Or you are going to interact with the menopausal women, which may require different sets of the wordings. And you are going to interact with the bank employees, or you are going to interact with the 10th grade students. So that means further you can able to interact. That is, you are going to further subdivide where you are going to focus. So that will be further getting minimized there. And if you are looking into that particular point, so that is minimizing the one particular further factor itself. That is here that has been dissected the interacting with the people. Or you are what you are good at. That means this is specifically concentrating upon your skills. That may be the technical skills, that may be behavioral skills, so that may be your professional or career skills. So there are certain examples that are being kept here. So that is typing, or otherwise social media. You are expert in social media, or you are expert in panchakarma, or you are expert in cultivating plants, or you are expert in the preparing the medicines, or video making. This is a new skill. Why this is necessary? Because when you think about the next 5 years, it is being mentioned by one of the futurists, the Leonard. He says 70% of the jobs will be created by another 5 years, which are considered to be not existent at all now. So this is exactly true. When you think about the exactly 20 years back, nobody had an idea of what Facebook is. Now, Facebook is considered to be one of the independent, what do you say, that the uh, enterprise itself, which is creating huge amount of the jobs to the young people. Then interviewing with the maybe the school children, or maybe the achievers, or maybe the entrepreneurs, etc. Or patient diagnosis. So making the diagnosis in terms of the Ayurveda diagnosis, cooking, maybe the different examples. So here two examples were being kept for the further fine tuning these uh, skills. For example, let us take the video making. In a sense, video creating is itself is an important skill which requires the communication, the way of the presentation of yourself, or the method of the vocabulary that will be used, and way of the interaction with the people, the way of the eye contact with the other person or in front of the camera, how you are going to have an proper contact. Video editing. After the video editing comes. So making the short videos less than 8 minutes, or long videos more than 8 minutes, or interviewing the entrepreneurs in the field of Ayurveda who have created the biggest hospital, or who are created a specific unique panchakarma treatment as such, or interviewing with the Ayurveda experts who are practicing the very well. So, or the travel videos regarding the what are the different what do you say, that for example the traveling on the herbal garden, etc. So that is the video making, further fine tuning this particular, that is narrowing your niche as such. That is being mentioned, the term is niche, narrowing the niche of video making where you would like to have. Let us have the another niche as such, that is cooking. So that is it. So that is even further micro niche can be prepared. For example, cooking for the IT professionals, or cooking for the diabetics, or cooking for the travelers, cooking for the bank employees, cooking for the skin disease patients, or cooking only about the breakfast or dinner itself only. So that is considered to be micro niche. What you are good at, work on that particular part. And what you can be paid for. So that is the whole world is looking at you, what you are going to provide the right or necessary skill for them to have their betterment. So that is, so here what you can be paid for. So that is medicinal plants. In terms of the cultivation of the medicinal plants, or in terms of the, what do you say that the uh, what do you say that the supplying these the medicinal plants at appropriate quantities or abundant quantities, or preparing the medicines. So that is quality medicines preparation, or preparing the videos. So nowadays it is considered to be one of the essential quality that is required for one to develop oneself. Counseling. Nowadays the stress is on the higher side. To avoid or to manage the stress, physical or mental stress, so counseling, public speaking. So that is one skill where the you can be paid for. Conducting workshops on, they would say that the swastha vritta. So there is do's and don'ts. What are the things that you have to do every day? That is workshop on dinacharya, workshop on rutucharya, workshop on the swastha vritta as such. That is the ratricharya, etc. So these are the different ways that is conducting the workshops. Online video making or podcasts creation. Let us say further micro niche of this regarding the preparing the videos. So that is medicinal preparation. So that is how this suras is being prepared, how Patha is being prepared, how Avalaya is being prepared, how the Rasakriya is being prepared, how how to prepare the Kritana, etc. or medicinal plant identification. So that is before medicinal preparation, you need to know about some of the identifying herbal plants, medicinal plants. How you are going to say the right plant that is being used, whether it is Guduchi itself, how to identify that, or how to identify Ashwagandha, etc. And do's and don'ts of a treatment. So that is the if the person is say, taking Vamanat Karma, what are the do's, what one should do, and what one should not do. So that is do's and don'ts of a treatment. And marketing a product. Whenever if you are or service or idea, so that is considered preparing the video itself. Ayurveda diagnosis. So in the sense, what actually, how you are going to say the person is suffering from Amavata, or what are the criteria to make the diagnosis of Vatarakta or Pakshaghata or Tamakashwasa, etc. And regarding the preparing the videos on fundamentals of Ayurveda. So what actually Tridosha theory is, what actually Panchamahabhuta theory is, how this Shodhana karma is planned, what are the ahara and achara will be followed in case of the following the panchakarma therapy, how to decide the person is having the bahudosha avastha, and how to decide the person is suffering from sukhasadya vikara or prachasadya vikara, etc. Or how we are going to say the person is having arishta lakshana, etc. These are the different fundamentals of Ayurveda. And Ayurveda for common public, in the sense, what actually Nidra is, what is the benefits of Vyayama, what are the causative factors that may lead to the increase of the Pitta dosha in the body, etc. So that is Ayurveda for the common public. What actually Shadrasa Ahara refers to, how to maintain Shadrasa Ahara intake so that proper health can be maintained. So that has to be given to the public. So that is preparing the videos of them. So that is one another micro niche as such regarding the Ayurveda for professionals. In a sense, the what kind of the professional he is, whether he is the what do you say, that the public transport employee, or whether he is the bank employee, or whether he is considered to be a teacher or the educationist, etc. So preparing the videos specifically for Ayurveda. So in that way, the micro niche can be done. And what actually world needs, in the sense, the you need to identify the what is the basic need of the what is the basic need of the world now. So the huge opportunities are in front of you now. As far as Ayurveda is concerned, right Ayurveda education, fundamentals of Ayurveda as such, improved healthcare in Ayurveda, or detoxification, what we can say, the Panchakarma or Shodhana therapy, or lifestyle management. Nowadays, 98% of the cases they are considered to be because of a abnormal lifestyle. So, to have the maintenance of health, so this has to be managed properly, or stress relief, or integration of the knowledge, how to integrate technology with Ayurveda, how to integrate ancient wisdom with the physics, chemistry, and biology, etc. That is integration of knowledge as such. That and right Ayurveda treatment. So that is the suggesting the right Ayurveda treatment. So here let us take the micro niche regarding the right Ayurveda treatment. So that is Ayurveda treatment that may differ in different uh, factors as such. So that is Ayurveda treatment for infants, that may be different. Ayurveda treatment for adolescents, that may be different as such. Ayurveda treatment for middle-aged individuals. Ayurveda treatment for women. Ayurveda treatment for menopausal women. Ayurveda treatment for elderly people. Ayurveda treatment for IT professionals. Ayurveda treatment for transport vehicle drivers. Ayurveda treatment for medical, that is MBBS practitioners. So these are the different ways where the you can work on these different parameters. Now, regarding the further aspect, the passion. When you are what you love and what you are good at, if they are meeting together, then that becomes your passion. For example, what you love. Suppose you are loving teaching common public, or they teaching your students of Ayurveda as such, or teaching the health professionals or healthcare practitioners. Then in such education, so and what you're good at. So that is, if you're good at technology, what your passion could be, that is blending the two, that is video making on the uh, regarding the fundamentals as such, or video making on Nadi Pariksha, or video making on Aptopadesha Pariksha, or video making on Arishta Lakshana assessment. So that will be considered to be your passion as such. And when you think about the profession, so that is what you are good at and what you can be paid for. If that align together, then that becomes your profession. As we have discussed regarding the previous example, what you are good at. Suppose you are good at technology, and what can be paid for. So that is the prepared medicine. Suppose if you are preparing the medicine, so your profession may be the online marketing of prepared medicine. So that will be your profession. And your vocation, what actually your vocation refers to. Suppose if the what you can be paid for and what the world needs, if that align together, so that becomes your vocation. So here in this particular example, what the world needs, suppose if that needs detoxification, what we can say the Shodhana therapy, and what can be paid for, that's prepared medicine, then the vocation could be the Shodhana therapy, that is giving the appropriate knowledge on Shodhana therapy, will be your vocation. And the mission, if the you what you love, that is teaching, and what the world needs, it is detoxification, then your mission in this particular occasion could be teaching detoxification. So that is teaching Shodhana line of treatment to the common public, or teaching Shodhana therapy to the healthcare professionals, or teaching Shodhana therapy to the Western medicine practitioners, or teaching detoxification to the what do you say, that common layman public, etc. So that will be becoming your mission as such. And if you are looking into that particular part, Ikigai, all the four circles that may not come together in that particular situation, that may have some of the drawbacks. Suppose you are loving and what you are good at and what the world needs, if they align together, but what the world pays to you, if that is not aligning with the other three circles, then you can have a delight or you can have a fullness, but wealth will be less. You will be having no wealth at all. And if what you love, what you are good at, and what the you can be paid for, if that is aligning together, but if the world, the necessity of the world is not aligning with this, then you may be having a satisfaction, but feeling of uselessness among you will be prevalent. And when what the world needs and what you are good at and what you can be paid for, if that is aligning together, and if you are not having the alignment with the other three circles regarding the what you love, then you can lead a comfortable life, but feeling of emptiness, that will be observed. And the alignment of what you are good at is not aligning with what you love, what you can be paid for, and what the world needs, then you can have a sense of uncertainty in your career that may be observed, but there may be a possible excitement and complacency. So, when you think about the Ikigai for Ayurveda practitioner, when your passion and when your mission, when your profession and when your occasion, they meet at one particular point, so that becomes your Ikigai, or the reason for your being. In this particular example, let us say your what you love is teaching. What you are good at is updated technology. And what can be paid for, that may be a prepared medicine. And what the world needs, that is detoxification. Let us say the examples that were being given previously, that will be taken here. And if you are looking into that particular four areas, your Ikigai could be, for example, here, teaching preparation of the best Trivrit Leha by making a video, and that will be posted in YouTube or Facebook. This could be your Ikigai. So, like that, dear ANA community, try to identify what your Ikigai is. So that means what actually aligning with your values and belief systems. Based on that, move ahead and concentrate on these four circles: what you love, what you are good at. So that is what is your skills as such, maybe technical skills, maybe behavioral skills, maybe professional skills, etc. And what the what you can be paid for. So that is, you have to look into the surroundings, what the trends the is being observed among your community, and what actually the world needs at this particular juncture. Concentrate on that and work on that. So that becomes your ikigai if all these four circles are meeting at one particular point. So that becomes your the ikigai or reason for your being as such. Dear ANA community, that's all for today. What are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. And what is the one video that you would like to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Dear community, this is the first of the kind of this particular video that we are making in developing one's skills as such or skill sets, or to have a one's personal development aspect